Stampers, this is Trevis. So today is Friday, and normally I just do a regular video on Friday, but I decided that in lieu of that, I'm going to do a 7-day salute to SaleABration. And every day from today for 7 days, we're going to do a video featuring SaleABration products. And I'm probably sure most of you have your mini catalog, your SaleABration catalog handy. If you want to follow along and look at some of the products, that would be great. If you don't have a catalog and you would like one, it's not too late. You can look at it online on my website or Stampin Up's website. Probably can't get one to you too quickly in time because SaleABration ends February 28th. This year they decided to shorten it, just do January, February, and then have another celebration July and August, which I'm totally excited about because it'll be all new products. So this mini catalog features 10 free items that you can earn by making a purchase. Some of the items are $50 items and some of them are $100 items. I'll try to note that as they come up. Stampin' Up decided this year not to really feature dies or punches because they're hard to get from out of the country. So they featured things in here that wouldn't go back ordered and are made here in the United States. So I'm really happy about that. So mostly stamps and paper, designer series paper, which who makes the best designer series paper? Stampin' Up. So let's first talk about what we're going to feature today. So if you'll turn to page 3 in your mini catalog, you'll see the first item that I'm going to feature, and that is this designer series paper called Paper Blooms. This is a $50 item. You can earn it. Most of the designer series paper, 12 by 12, is $11.50. So you're earning an item that's really valued at $11.50 for free. It's 12 sheets of 12 by 12 designer series paper. It's double-sided. So let me first just show you the paper I have right here. So this is one side. Looks so much better in person than it did in the catalog, right? And this is the other side. We're going to be using this today as we make our card. This one, we're going to use this today also. And then the stripe. Ooh, love that. Rococo Rose. This side, that's a scrapbook page to me. And this side, love that. Night of Navy. This side, bigger flowers. And then tiny little flowers. We're going to use this today on our card. And then this is all I have left of this one because I've used a lot of it, but isn't it adorable? It's so cute. Okay, so that's the 6 sheets that are double-sided, so you get 12 options. I love that. And put that aside. And so you'll see lots of samples in the mini catalog, the SaleABration catalog. This one I designed, and you won't see this anywhere except right here. So let's get started today. And I'm going to use a lot of products. So I'm going to use the designer series paper. I'm going to use also a stamp set that's featured in the SaleABration catalog. It's called Heal Your Heart, okay? And this one's on page 9, so this is also a $50 item. So you get all of these stamps. This is a cling set, so it's red rubber, and it's actually 6 stamps. So this is a freebie also that you can get if you place a $50 item, $50 order, sorry. Okay, so we're going to actually use that today too. I'm only going to use one stamp pad. I'm going to use Night of Navy that coordinates with this paper. I am going to use a couple punches that are from the big catalog. Okay, so not everything I'm using is from the mini catalog, but today I'm really featuring on that designer series paper that's called Paper Blooms. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, you probably noticed something different. I changed up my stamp table and I have this on it. So I was tired of my beige table. So what I did was I bought this, it's actually called removable contact paper, removable wallpaper. And it's sticky. It's like contact paper. And it wasn't hard to put on. I love it. And it will peel right off if I want it to, because it's removable. And but I don't want to stamp on it because I think it would stain. So I got it at Target for $3, a roll of it for $3 in the $3 bin. So lately, you probably, if you watch a lot of videos, you see a lot of wood grain. I may end up buying some of that, but for now, this is great. The wood grain stuff is definitely not $3, so I wanted to see if I like this first. Okay, so I have a piece of white cardstock. So this is 8.5 by 5.5. And this is the extra thick cardstock. I like this for my card base. So I'm using the thick white, basic white cardstock. And I'm going to make this card open this way. I call it landscape. And the designer series paper that I'm using, as I said, I'm going to use this one. I'm also going to use a strip of this one. So the first thing I want to do is attach these. So I just want to attach a little bit of this pink, Rococo Rose to, so this is basically the same little flower in different colors. So I'm going to attach this one first, and then I'm going to attach this one. So we've had quite the snowmageddon here in St. Louis. I mean, and cold temperatures. I think we're all kind of freaked out by it. Okay, so before I attach this, I'm going to do a little something to my cardstock. I don't know if you've seen this before, but these are our new water painters. Okay, we used to call them aqua painters, but they're water painters now, and you fill them with water, keep refilling them over and over. And I'm going to take some of my Night of Navy, I'm going to be daring here. I'm going to take some Night of Navy ink, re-inker, and I'm going to put a little right there on the lid of my pad. And I'm going to pick up some of that ink. It's kind of nerve-wracking, but I'm going to do it. And I'm going to splatter it. I don't want to get that on my new paper, contact paper. But oh, look how cute that is. I love little splatters. So I'm a scrapbooker too. I'm not just a card maker. I love scrapbooking. And this is a technique that is big in scrapbooking. So I'm like, let's carry that right over to, so I'm just going to worry about that right in the center, just like that. Okay, and I'm done with this. So what will happen with this is we'll just clean this and the tip will come out clear. Okay. Put that aside. I'm going to let that dry. That's pretty thick on there. Might take a couple seconds. So while that's drying, I'm going to use, as I told you, a couple punches. This is the vase punch, vase builder punch that is in the big catalog. And I'm going to use another piece of this paper, and I'm actually going to punch out a base. I don't want to waste any paper. I don't have to. Okay, so I'm going to punch that base out. This is such a cute punch. It has the little flower, and it has 3 vases, and it has a leaf. So isn't that adorable? You could actually make the cutest card. Designer series paper, just punch it all out and assemble it. Okay, so that's all we're going to do there. Now, let's see how dry we are. Okay, we're going to let that dry a little more. Okay, what I did next was I did pre-cut some of the flowers from one of these designer series papers. I'm going to show you which one. Okay, the one that I cut from is this one. Okay. So I cut out several of these little flowers and leaves. And what's cute about it is that they have stems with them. Huh, what could be more perfect? So I pre-cut those so that I can make the cutest vase of flowers. Okay, so it's this one that I used. All right, and while that's still a little bit wet, really almost dry now, I'm going to go ahead and stamp my saying. So I'm going to use "We're in this together" because I thought that would be a good sympathy card or thinking of you card. Right? People are going through a lot right now. So I just had a friend who just got out of the hospital, and you know, it was kind of touch and go for a while, but she's fine. So I'm going to use Night of Navy. I'm going to ink this up. Isn't that an awesome font? So what I really like about this set is that some of it is like typewriter font and some of it is scripty. So you'll be seeing this throughout the 7 days. I'm going to use this again, but there's not a stamp in here that isn't really useful. Okay, so now I'm going to use another punch called Story Label. So this is from the big catalog also. I like it because it's a different shape, but it's also big enough that you can actually, you know, put a decent size saying or in here. And it's perfect for this stamp. Okay, so I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back. Just going to put 3 little dimensionals on the back. Okay, and have that ready to go. Okay, so I think my card's ready now. Yes, it is. So now I can assemble it. So what I want to do now is these 2 pieces. I'm just going to put these on one side. So I didn't really splatter as much on these ends because I knew I was going to do this. Okay, and then this side. And sometimes we have to look on the back and do a little trim because the paper is maybe just a tad long. And we don't want that, right? We want our card to look really professional. Okay. All right. So that leaves me the perfect space to put my vase. So I think I'm going to pop up my vase. I'm just going to put a couple little dimensionals on here. So there's so many designer series, awesome choices in this designer series pack. I'm going to put it right in the center. And then I'm going to use my my glue dots. And so the trick with this is, remember, leave them covered until you need them. Don't expose them and then throw them in the box because I have to tell you that your glue dots will end up in your box. Okay, so I'm going to put this one here. You don't know how many times I've had that happen. What I do sometimes is just stick them on here like this. How's that for a cheater? Have them all ready to go. This one, I think I might have to glue that one down. Okay, so I think next I will do another big one. If you can see that. Might be out of screen, sorry. And then I think we'll do this one next. I don't want to go too high with it because I'm going to put my saying at the top. So this one's like baby's breath. So cute. And then the last little flower that I cut. So here's the cool part. You don't have to fussy cut them too tight because it's on white. So really the edge doesn't show that much, which is cool. And then I think for this, I'm going to use a little of our white glue. Have you tried our white glue? This is awesome. This multi-purpose liquid glue, the best. And I'm going to tuck this in. Right there. Ooh, that sticks up, but I think I like it. Okay. So now I'm going to make sure that this glue dot that I didn't use is covered before I stick it in the box. A good friend of mine gave this little trick to me, and I have used it ever since. A little piece of ribbon tied around there, and that little cover doesn't flop around. Thank you, Jenny. Okay, so I keep this. There's two tips to this. There's this tip, the wide tip, and the pointy tip. I almost always use the pointy tip, so I just have an empty ribbon holder, and I just stick it in like that so that it's always ready to go. Okay, now the only thing left is putting our saying on that we've already stamped. Okay, and I'm going to put some pearls. I haven't used pearls in like forever, and I can't quite figure out why. Maybe it's because we have so many different ones in the mini catalogs now, but I love pearls. And I'm going to put on 1, 2, and 3. So in another video, I will be showing you another trick with pearls. So I hope that you will watch in the future. So this is our card for today using our Paper Blooms Designer Series paper. You can get yours for free, and contact me if you have any questions. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.